Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance. We are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The Ravens at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They had their 6-game winning streak snapped a week ago, but still, it's a team that's playing pretty darn well.
And like the old song says, accentuate the positive, and I think that's exactly what this team's going to do. If you've won 6 in a row, you know you're doing something right in the NFL. So I don't think the one loss is really going to discourage them.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
They go play action here on 1st down. Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Looking to throw. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him at 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Gibson will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Love looking to throw it. Finds his tight end Ingram. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there. He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Love to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. Now, would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. They decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw here. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, The open.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Warriors, 70. Back to 60, back to 6, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now a play fake here on first down. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after one. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. He'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Tucker with the extra point. And it is 28-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6, and nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Love. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On 4th down, Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprise predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Mustang 19.
They'll set up to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On play action. Love to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 1st down, Love to pass. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Going back to Love. Then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll come out throwing here to start. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be a...
Give him 1, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
On third down. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end, Andrews. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Hacking, 18. Dragon, 60.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's third. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Ravens have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and it is 42-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Love's throw pulled in by Schwartz.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. Or flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe, but I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
A second down throw for Love. And quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Off the play fake, Love. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Ultra. Go ultra. Drag it. Hey.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Okay, ready.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Browns drive about to get started.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points.
And my goodness, another interception.
Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. shotgun handoff to Gibson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They run again on first down, Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Eluding the pressure right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Let's go now. Strike 2.
They're indeed going for it. Here's Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception's really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Move it, 19.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Grant Delpit able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
And on 1st and goal, they decided to throw for it, but the coverage was excellent. And he kept holding the ball, hoping someone would shake free. Instead, he's hit and drop. And now, they're not even in the red zone anymore.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Right back to him on 1st down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
That he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is, don't quit competing.
Here we go. Here we go. Black Ultra.
To throw again on second down. Love. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. The Browns on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's going to air one out. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And they're going to have lousy starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 6-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. 2nd and 4. Play fake. Here's Love. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Love now to pass on first down. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, 74 yards. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by York is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been, he's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Back to Gibson and another catch for him.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
Come 19! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Warrior 70!
They'll look to throw again. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation.
And my goodness, another interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Let's go now! 19 right!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick return, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Love's throw pulled in by Schwartz.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the